The day after Kilimanjaro, the fun didn't stop there. It was time to explore Tarangire National Park. But first it was time to say goodbye to those who weren't continuing on this journey. We headed off early, straight back onto the crazy roads of Tanzania. A perfect opportunity to catch up on my diary for the last few days of Kilimanjaro. It was quite the experience seeing all the traffic in the small towns. A quick stop at the supermarket to get some supplies for the safari. And it's pretty surreal. They have even Prime. They've got everything that we have in the UK. But I love looking at the different supermarkets across the world. It's so interesting. Just look how organised these shelves are. It's like nothing's ever been bought. It's so much more organised than in the UK. After grabbing some snacks, we continued on our journey. As we approached the national park, the buildings became less and less common. After a 3-hour journey, we had made it to Tarangire National Park. We just made it into the national park, now we're going to stop for some lunch. And straight away we started seeing a wide variety of animals. Once we arrived, we unpacked all our camping gear and explored the camp. Made it to our lunch spot, already seen a lot of animals. Excited to see what we have on offer. Well, there's a lot of food. We're on our way, we're on our way, we're on our way, we're on our way. We set off and soon realised we were in for a wide variety of animals. From ostriches to zebras to giraffes. It was going to be a quality day of safari. And we soon also realised that the rough terrain came with a few injuries. But it was always worth it. We managed to come across a group of over 40 elephants, which was amazing. They've always been one of my favourite animals, but it was safe to say everyone was in awe of them. After seeing the elephants, I think there's not much suspension left on the vehicle. Whenever our guide Ben heard a sighting on the radio, it was straight pedal to the metal over to the animal, ignoring anything else in its path. 2 cheetahs. But every time he seemed to amaze us with a new animal. Feeding away in the bushes, just over there. It was so surreal to be one of the first jeeps there, seeing these animals so close up. After being with the cheetah for around 10 minutes, we started to head back towards camp. There's a python. The python. Right up the top of the tree. It was surreal to see how effective this python's camo was. Even in the footage you can't really see him. However, these monkeys weren't too worried about being camouflaged. As the sun started to set, we continued on our way back to the camp. As we followed along the road, a huge group of baboons joined us. Did someone say lions on the tape? Oh, right. False alarm. Even though I was exhausted by all the bumps on the road, it was not a false alarm. There were lions. There were lions, the other side of the river. We finally found them. They're very slumped. What a brilliant way to end the first day of safari. What we'd all been hoping for. Lions. We're returning back for dinner and the sun is setting on the Rift Valley wall. What a peaceful sunset. Everyone was so content with what they'd seen through the day. What a connection to nature. Just before getting back to camp there was an elephant roadblock, causing the jeeps to drive all over the shot. Once we got back to camp, we all picked our tents and winded down for the evening. After dinner and some beers, Ben briefed us on the night ahead.
You can see, please. We need help.
There's a lion.
The jaws of a lion.
I'm being eaten by a lion. Help.
Which didn't settle the nerves for everyone. The next morning we headed straight out for sunrise at around 6 AM. After heading out early, we were soon greeted by the baboons coming down from their elevated sleep. It was so cool seeing all the families playing together in the morning. Some definitely woke up on the wrong side of the tree though.
Binoculars. He's got a lot.
At some of the different stops there was some camera warfare between the different jeeps. It was amazing to see all of nature wake up at the same time. They're all moving with purpose on their daily missions.
We just stopped to stretch the legs and use the facilities. Got a small little toilet facility over there, and it's been good so far. We've managed to see a lot of animals, and got another 2 hours before brunch.
Stopping in this open area was a great opportunity to see some of the smaller animals. They were a lot more friendly. As we looked out across the open plains, we saw a huge herd of buffaloes, so the pursuit continued.
Off your bumps again.
Absolute herd of buffaloes. Just crossed the water and then the road. We rushed down from the peak up there to go see them.
We were all so overwhelmed at how large this herd of buffaloes was.
He's eating a big old twig there.
It was great. Wherever we were never too far from our old friends. Aren't they just the coolest? I mean, look at them.
So in this baobab tree, which can grow to like 100 years old, they've hollowed out the centre so that poachers can hide in it. So they've got different clips that they climb up so that rangers go past and don't see them. And that means they can hide there and then come out in the night and do illegal hunting. Very interesting.
I think Ben spotted something. We're razzing it again.
Very old elephant.
Just before getting to camp, we came across this older elephant. Ben was mentioning he's probably on his last legs.
Made it back to camp for some food. Excited to see what's being cooked up.
Good spread again. Good spread again.
Good spread again.
Good spread again. Just finished our lunch and now we are waiting to leave, and on our way back to the hostel we're going to go to visit the Maasai tribe. So that should be very interesting. Interesting to see their culture and get an understanding of how they live.
Sleeping in a tent for 7 out of 8 nights definitely got to me. I was knackered. I was not going to miss these bumps. And to finish the trip, we got to see some of the Maasai traditions, which was pretty interesting. What a couple of days it was. A perfect way to end my time in mainland Tanzania before heading to Zanzibar. Thank you for watching, and subscribe for more similar content on Outthepack.